mental well-being takes time. It's a slow process. Why? We should understand clearly. Why? The seed does not become a tree overnight.
Okay, I understand this.
And when another part, if I want to learn driving, it takes time. I have to understand the different parts to function, and then I have to apply that knowledge to have a feel, to have a skill set in the body. So after driving for a couple of weeks in the month, depending on the nature of the mind and the level of awareness, the mind picks up habitually. Mind says, go to the steering, pedal, brake, right, left, lane, and then up. Now compare the two situations. Before you did not learn driving, and now you can drive any vehicle. The skill set is there. Second part, compare this with the mind. Mind is the driver. So mind goes outside. Noise?
Yes.
Noise, who cares?
I can't meditate when I hear this noise. So early in the morning, when it is still more quiet, I can do it. And as soon as I hear this noise, everything stops.
Yes.
And I do understand. So maybe I have been thinking about what's going on with me and why my reaction is the way it is. Maybe it's connected, I don't know. I will tell you what I think, and you will tell me whether it can be true or not.
Yes.
So, when I was at school, and this is the same school where I work, it's a very big school, with a lot of students. And sometimes at some lessons, when the teachers couldn't cope with the class, the atmosphere was very noisy. And every time after such lessons, when I came home, I didn't pay much attention to the noise then.
Yeah.
But I could have a headache, and I felt very tired. I felt exhausted. And that was because of the atmosphere I was in.
Okay.
The same happened. I could never listen to any rock music. The only music I could listen to, that was slow, calm music, like classical music, but never rock or heavy metal or whatever. And this area I live, it used to be more or less normal. And one day, suddenly everything changed. Everything went like upside down. And so I told you it's already a year and a half.
Yes.
That is what I asked. When I am at school with a lot of children, which is like a loud place. And when I used to come home, I could relax in a quiet atmosphere. And now I can't do it. And especially, so this, I don't have any break. The same continues on Saturday and Sunday when I have days off.
Yeah.
Plus, if I could hear, close the door of my house and didn't hear any noise, this is one thing. But I hear everything inside the house. And what is more, when I do something, when I used to study, when I was a schoolgirl, I couldn't study when I heard a television speaking or music playing. There are some people that can combine it. I could never do it. So there must have been very quiet. Everything must have been quiet, and only then we could concentrate. I don't know, maybe this is my nature or something. And now, such a sudden change in my life.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't change anything, and I can't accept it, and I can't separate this noise from me. I can't do it. And when I hear it, I do remember about this word you told me about Shaktoham.
Yeah.
Imagine, I can't even pronounce it in my mind. Because I get, I don't know, angry, depressed. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that. Yes. The last point I will take. I don't know. And I have told you, let me know it. In every session, I give you 100%. But the mind goes somewhere else. So the last question and the statement you made, I don't know.
Okay.
So when you say I don't know, that is why I don't know is incomplete knowledge, and this is ignorance. And I told you that the ignorance causes suffering. How simple is that? So what should I do? Ask yourself and tell me. Ask yourself.
And though I do understand everything.
No. Wait for a while.
Okay.
Wait for a while. I don't know. You have skipped this question. Let me know it. And then you said, I understand. So what do you understand? You understand that you are suffering and you don't want to solve this problem. So when you say I understand,
okay,
really you understand? Or it is simply the mind, is creating another level of ignorance. Today we will talk slowly, we will go slowly, we will understand this process of mind. I don't know your house, but I understand you have a house. Does it mean anything?
No.
So what you are saying to me is the same thing. So today, my friend, you ask a question, you speak a question, and then go slowly to find the answer. What is your question? I don't know. I don't know. What I don't know? Ask the question and answer me. What I don't know. Be very clear. Go slowly. There are 1,000 cars on the highway. I have to find out where is my car. I don't create a mess in 1,000 vehicles. I'm hinting you. Tell me the answer. What I don't know.
So I don't know why things are the way they are.
Why things are as they are. So first ask the question, what are those things? Go slowly. Go slowly.
So
This is the highest nature of the practice. What we are doing today is the knowledge practice. How the knowledge practice happens? Do you see me?
yes, I do.
Do you speak? Do you hear me?
Yes.
It is a knowledge practice. I need not to do anything. I need not to close my eyes to see where is Oksana. Is Oksana online? That is too far. The knowledge practice is the highest. Right? I don't hear you.
Yes, yes.
So why things are as they are. So let us go slowly. Ask questions. What are the things? Why you made this statement?
So I know my reaction to what is going on.
My reaction to the things outside. Now two things. One is my reaction and the second is things. First let me know what are the things and your reaction. Ask yourself. Go slowly. The moment you go slowly, this mind starts dropping its habit, its obsession. You need not to think about it. My reaction to things outside. My reaction to things outside. There are three factors. Can you recognize? Recognize. Tell me. Because you want to jump. I don't know, but I understand. So problem is there. I don't know, but I understand. So what are the three factors? Can you tell me? When you said my reaction to things outside, it contains three factors. What are those three factors?
So if I don't know, let me know.
Yeah, that is what we are knowing. So you said my reaction to the things outside. So there are three factors in that. What are the three factors?
Is that wisdom?
No. There is no wisdom at present. Is reaction a wisdom?
No.
So when you made a statement, my reaction to things outside, first is a reaction. Clear? Second is the object. That object is a noise. Right? Third is the mind. Did you understand it?
And which one is the third?
Mind.
Mind.
Huh? Mind. Mind means my experience, my awareness, my knowledge. So knowledge happens in the mind. Right? With reference to an object that is noise. That is the second factor. And the third is an automated reaction in the mind. Am I clear?
Mm-hmm.
Am I clear?
Yes, yes. You are.
Where is the smile? Are we clear when you said my reaction to things outside. So we start with only the three factors. First is the knowledge, experience happening in the mind. That knowledge and experience is a reaction to an object which is noise. Am I clear?
Yes.
Let me go directly. Do you have a choice, response or reaction? First answer me simply. Do you have a choice or you don't have a choice?
So this is what you are talking about.
No. You first tell me if you have a choice or you don't have a choice.
My mind says.
No.
No.
That is where the mind is going again. Now you have started talking of the mind. Three factors: mind, awareness, experience, knowledge. Second factor, object, that is noise. Third is, what is happening in the mind by knowing the noise? Reaction. That is very clear. Are you clear?
Yes.
Now we are going to the opening the second statement. Do I have a choice?
What changes only my reaction?
Do I have a choice?
Yes.
The moment you say yes, then you are a human being. If you don't have a choice, then we have an animal mind. Did you understand that? What animal mind is habituated. Animal mind follows instincts, pre-programmed habit. A tiger cannot become vegetarian. Do I have a choice? Do I have a choice?
Yes.
Yes, I have a choice because I am a human being. And that choice is to go there to that object or don't go. Am I right? So the choice is between the response or reaction. Reaction is a habit. Automated response. And response comes from understanding. That understanding comes from the intellect. It gives me a space to choose. You are on a street, the traffic is going on both the lanes. That intellect makes a choice. You stop. You see the traffic on each side. Now it is clear. Let me cross it. This is response. And what is reaction? Explain in terms of the traffic and the street. Oh, let me take one step. And the traffic is coming. I take one step backward. Again I take 2 steps forward. And again I take 3 steps backward. Why are you doing this? This means you follow reaction. Why? I don't know. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm giving the simultaneous physical example of how the mind is working. Simultaneously of the traffic. Simultaneous physical example. Another question. Let us do another question. Why I can't respond? Why I am reacting, or why my mind is reacting? We come to this question now. Are you clear?
Yes.
What are you doing, Oksana? This is also a noise. Is this creating a reaction?
No.
Why?
Because
I'm speaking so loudly, I'm creating a noise. Why you are laughing?
Because it's different.
What is different?
You are not shouting.
No, I'm shouting.
No.
I'm creating a noise. So you said no. And that is a response. No reaction for anything happening outside. So the habitual mind chooses. What it chooses? It chooses one thing over the other. Over the other. And what is that choosing? What I like is good. And what I don't like is not good. So what I like, even if I'm shouting, and even if I create lot of noise, because the mind will make a response. So what I dislike, I don't want that in life. And when that happens, reaction, from where we have started, 3 factors, you told me, my reaction to the things outside, I am just understanding your mind so that you can also understand your mind. What the hell your mind is doing? And then you have a smile. So when you say, I don't understand, I will also say, I don't understand, what are you doing? It is the highest knowledge practice. So again, moving deeper. So 3 factors. First is the mind. All experiences are happening in the mind. Clear? All experiences happening in the mind. Are you clear?
Yes.
All experiences, the first factor, all experiences happening where? In the mind. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
So what are those experiences? Reaction, response, love, hate, likes, dislikes. These are my experience. Just now, because I shouted and you smiled. So all experiences are happening in the mind. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. Second is the object that creates the experience. Am I right? Am I clear?
Yes, I understand.
You are intelligent. So I thought that let us start with the knowledge practice. 3 factors. What I'm doing, I'm laying the principles and I'm making you understand. First is all experiences happening in the mind. with reference to objects. So object in my mind is creating an experience. Am I right?
Okay.
Am I right? At this moment, just become aware of your mind. What is the state of your mind at this moment? So the state of mind is one, object is the second, and the third is my experience. Am I clear?
Okay.
Why I can't understand one aspect and why I claim I understand. There lies a big gap. When the mind has no objects in itself within, no problem. No object, no problem. Am I right? If I am not right, tell me. No object, no problem. In deep sleep, I don't recognize any object. In deep sleep I'm talking of. I don't recognize any object in deep sleep, so I have freshness, relaxation, and calm. I'm not talking of you are not able to sleep. In deep sleep, I don't recognize any object, so I have freshness, relaxation, and calm. So conclusion is, what is conclusion? If there is any object in the mind, it creates either reaction or response. Am I clear?
Yes.
If there is any object in the mind, that creates either reaction or response. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. So when I am clear that when any object comes, now see, the reaction comes from habit and the response is knowledge and wisdom. Understand that part. When I drive, I tell my mind, how crazy you are, you don't have a single thought. But it doesn't mean that I don't drive safely. Again I am saying, if there is any object in the mind, that creates either reaction or response. Response is wisdom. Response is wisdom. Why? Reaction coming from 8 factors. Why? Answer me. And once you answer me, you are already there. So that reaction coming from the habit the mind has created, remember the 8 factors. Attachment means whether I like it or I don't like it. Last year I went to India. Person A was a good student for 15 years. He requested me to go to his home for a dinner. I said, yes, I will come. But before we concluded the talk, he told me, I'm talking about your mind. Don't bring person B. I hate that guy. I said, I have no problem.
I hate.
Did you understand? Person A is my student and person B is also my student. I love both of them. So person A told me to have a dinner with his family. At the same time he told me, please don't bring person B because I hate him. I said, I have no problem. I went there. So after the dinner, he started talking about the person B, how he hates him. And I told him, that person B is enjoying his life, and you are keeping the hatred in your mind as an experience, and that is repeating itself. Did you taste any food your wife cooked? Because your mind was constantly thinking about it. Constantly thinking about it. This is one way of attachment, and that is the attachment of the person B. That you have a preconceived opinion, likes, and a hatred against that noise. So anytime you practice, so you are telling me, I cannot even say Shantoham. The person A cannot be in peace even if he offered me a dinner with his family. And his wife told me, the moment he enters the house, he is thinking about it. And he gets upset. And that is why he has lot of problems. What is the message I am giving to you, my friend, beautiful friend? What is the message? Can you understand that your mind is obsessed with the noise? So even if noise is not there, the mind is thinking. So when the mind is thinking about that noise, and then you start Shantoham, you are right, it will not work, because the mind is already thinking of it. Why the mind is thinking? Do you understand? I have given you that understanding. So, what is that understanding? I should ask why my mind is thinking about it. Why my mind is thinking? 8 factors. Even if you pick up the first factor, object, which is a noise outside, and then I'm attached. I'm attached. Whether I like it or dislike it, both are attachment. This attachment causes the thinking. And when you are already thinking of the noise, how can you say Shantoham? How can you say Shantoham? When you already have a hatred against me, for example, how can you express that I love you? So who is responsible? Reaction in the mind coming from the habit, automated response, and that mind needs to be changed. That mind needs to be transformed. So now understand, did I tell you that 90% of our mind is natural, full of peace and happiness? Full of peace and happiness. But this 90% of mind is taken over by habit, reaction, coming from, did you understand, coming from ignorance, and still you claim, I understand. Let me bring a hammer and hammer your head. Remove all the stuff. You are doing a knowledge practice. You are not looking outside noise, you are looking the effect of that noise which is happening in the mind at this moment. So 3 factors. Your mind takes over that experience and claims, make a statement, I know. There is a noise and there is a disturbance. And you leave everything and then you say, I understand. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So the factor is now one of the most important thing you should understand. When the intellect says, I understand, it does not understand. Why? Do you understand I am talking to you?
Sure.
Yes. Do you see me and I see you?
Yes.
Yes, it is so natural. It is the first experience in the mind through the sense organ. This is one way we receive knowledge. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Second knowledge that we get, second level of the knowledge we get through the mind and the intellect. I understand you are Oksana, you understand me, we are communicating, and it is a subtle knowledge. Are you getting it?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Now there is a third level, ignorance. Why we say ignorance? The mind and the intellect do not have an access to that ignorant layer of the mind. But its effect is known in the mind. Out of the blue, you meet some person, I don't like that person. It is coming from the unknown source. We only know the effect. And that effect is a reaction. Did you understand?
Yes.
So what is that understanding? The effect is known, but the cause is not known, and that is why we are suffering. But that ignorance is causing the suffering. Can I remove those habits? Can I release those impressions that is causing the effect? Now see the beauty of the journey. Combine this, 90% of the mind is natural, always lives in peace and happiness. Are you happy now?
You're asking me if I'm happy now.
Yes, there is no other person. So you have a...
I'm not.
Okay, so you are unhappy with a smile. I like it. I really appreciate your understanding. I really appreciate your understanding. And that is the very deeper level of ignorance, because the mind brings in the past thought. You don't want to accept the experience at this moment. You negate it. So continue to negate it and attract the noise by thinking, and then you will have a problem. Then continue to suffer. See the ignorance. I cannot be happy by being unhappy.
Yes, it's clear.
Are you clear? So the
Yes.
thought that came as an automated response in the mind is a reaction. Your mind, you are still living into that noise, in dream, in fantasy. So why you have a fantasy of noise?
Because I don't know, because of the experience.
So we understood. I focus only on the same three factors. You said, because of my experience, hold on. Ask your intellect to become aware of the experience. I am a human being, I can change my experience. How simple is that? So when I claim I understand, that very subtle understanding is not there, and the same intellect falls into ignorance and asks further question. Only if I get rid of this noise, the mind, the intellect has been stripped of its wisdom. What is that one wisdom? Is the noise intentionally creating problem for me? Is that noise coming from outside, which is an object, it cannot enter inside, is causing a intentionally problem to me? No, I invite it through the thinking, through the habit, in the mind, coming from the unknown factor, creates an impact in the mind. So I know the impact, and my intellect is asking from where the impact has come, how to get rid of it. So these are the right questions, and then what happens? I know my mind is constantly thinking about this noise, habitually and subconsciously. So it is because of the attachment, and attachment to the object outside, even if it is a noise, and it creates a confusion, it strips my wisdom. I don't remain human being, means my mind is not human. I always have an intellect to make a choice. I don't make a choice, or I make a choice for the noise, for the attachment, for the obsession. Hence, I am in stress. And then the intellect through understanding says, if the noise disappears from nearby my house, I will be happy. It's a very highest understanding. Now see, take the word understanding. You are a teacher. So, we have a thing in the mind. The intellect tries to understand without any bias. This is what we say. You are a teacher, so you treat all the students equally. Are you not?
No, they are all equal to me.
Wonderful. So, in your mind, the intellect treats all the experiences equally. How to make one student understand differs from making the other student understand. Am I clear?
Yes.
So now I recognize in my mind lot of students in the form of a thought pattern, and I choose the right one and I'm happy. You treat all the students equally, but one student get grade A, other gets grade B, the third gets grade C. You treat all the students equally. You don't allow even a single student to dominate the other.
No, I mean in the sense that my attitude to them is the same.
What is that?
So they do get different grades, but my attitude to them.
So why your attitude to any and every thought is the same? This is what I'm asking. Why it is not so? Because my mind is obsessed with that thinking. So until you replace that thinking, the life will change. So now with that clear understanding, I wanted to cover that. So anything happening into the mind in the form of a thought or a feeling, if the intellect is working without any bias, it understands. What is meaning of understanding? Understanding means clarity. How the clarity comes? By separating what is not desired and what is desired. Am I becoming clear?
Yes.
See that understanding brings clarity. What is the clarity? That I'm looking you through the monitor. I have a second monitor. If I start looking at the second monitor, then I'm not facing you. And you will say, what this crazy guy, whom he is speaking. Clarity. Clarity means separating. How you separate in your mind. Are you clear?
Yes.
Take the physical knowledge. When you are driving a car in the one lane, you see the other car is also, the other person is driving. There are two lanes, you separate. So you drive safely. You keep a safe distance. You are driving. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, with eyes open, this is knowledge practice. Highest meditation is done naturally, casually, while talking. So you can look at my beautiful beard while being aware of the head inside, and any thought comes, you superimpose Shantoham. Any thought, good thought, Shantoham. The moment you recognize any thought, feeling, no, eyes open, what you are doing, that Shanto, eyes open, yes. Any thought comes, Shantoham. What it means, you are driving on a highway, other car comes, you are aware, but you return to yourself, Shantoham. You are not fighting with that car when you are driving. Your mind is not obsessed with hundreds of cars, even the traffic jam, even the red light. Why? You are with yourself. The mind is aware of the object, but still the mind is with yourself. Mind is not fighting with any object, any car, even if there is a traffic jam, even if there is a free road, even if there is a red light. That is what the Shantoham is. Simply by saying Shantoham will bring the change? No. So you told me that there is too much going on in the mind and I cannot say even Shantoham. Come on, there is too much of traffic on the road and you still cannot be on the road? You are already on the road. You are already on the road. Just continue. Any thought comes, Shantoham. Any feeling comes, you're separating. Understanding means clarity. Clarity means separating. You go your own way, even if there is a reaction. You go your own way. Shantoham. I go my own way. Shantoham. My way is Shantoham. You have a choice. Choice, clarity comes from the intellect. When habitual mind is not dominating, this is the highest meditation practice. A big truck is coming near to you when you are driving and you say, now this is causing a problem to me. You both are driving in a separate lane. Where is the problem? Shantoham. Where is the problem? Shantoham. Continue with eyes open. So you are looking, at my beard, It seems to be beautiful, I don't know. Continue. We went back to the square one, what you told me, and this is what I wanted you to understand. Understanding, clarity. What is understanding? Clarity. What is clarity? What I have to do? What I have to do? I have to do nothing. Why? Mind is 90% natural. What is that natural? I'm just reminding the mind. Shantoham, you are different. Clarity, separating the object and the thought in my mind. Nothing is going to happen if you separate any object physically. It has never happened to any human being on this earth planet. And that is the greatest ignorance we live with. So I'm just giving the clarity and you are continuing. Shantoham. No issue. Shantoham. Shantoham. You can look at me, you can look at any object. You can look at your body mentally and you are saying Shantoham. Clarity that I have to do nothing with the object, I have to do nothing with the reaction, I have to do nothing with the habitual mind because it is an effect coming from the unknown source. Intellect cannot know, so there are no further question. There is no further confusion. I am very clear. There is a storm outside. What should I do? Should I open the door to allow the storm to go in, to disturb my peace, or I should keep the door closed? Separate. Separate the world outside in the mind through the knowledge leads to direct awakening. Because I wanted to make you check your own intelligence. What is that intelligence? Intelligence means a choice and a clarity. Shantoham. 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 You are recognizing and reminding. Well, that means a clarity, no ignorance. Wisdom is there. Understanding means clarity, and the clarity means what is that clarity that this cup is different from the monitor. The knowledge and the mind separated the two. How simple it is. When they get mixed up, three factors, then the mind claims I understand, but I do not. So there is a confusion instead of clarity. When there is a confusion, there is a loss of memory. Loss of memory leads to claim in the mind, I cannot do even Shantoham, what you are talking to me, you are crazy, you don't understand my problem. And now leave this. What happened? I'm not a teacher, who will say I will bless you. Because the moment I say I bless you, I have started exploiting you. So your mind gets exploited and the problem will remain. Yeah, problem will go away for some time, but it will go away. It will return. I am not that guru or a teacher. I follow the tradition of the Eastern wisdom. Buddha used to say, you have a problem, come and talk to me about your problem. I'll help you deliver. So I follow that approach. Whether you love me, whether you hate me, whether you respect me, it doesn't matter. Are you ready? Are you ready to listen, to practice? I'm always ready. That is the way these Himalayan masters used to work. Indifferent, totally. And the last thing I should say, one person came to Buddha and he spitted on his face. So Buddha's students, they rose up and they caught hold of his neck, and Buddha said, stop this. You do your own work. He spitted on my face, not on you. Why you come in? He stopped the exploitation by the students. Second day he returned and he was touching the feet of the Buddha, asking forgiveness. Buddha smiled and said, to whom I should forgive? The one who spitted on my face yesterday, habitual mind. But now that habitual mind, or the guy who is asking forgiveness, who is so kind now, whose mind is so clear, to whom I should forgive. The guy who spitted on my face has already gone from you. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Why you carry forward the legacy of your reaction? Do you want to be known as a person?
Do I want to be known?
Known with a legacy that your mind, your brain has some problem, and that's why, or the school has a problem, or the ground has a problem. That is the legacy your mind is building. Past is gone. You cannot relive in the past, but you are forcing your mind to relive in the past every moment. How? 8 factors. Thinking. From the unknown source, the impact is known and you are gone. So every time you are living in the past, morning is always good. Morning is... Yes. Yeah, but before you make a statement, you should be very clear. There should be a clarity. Then you make a statement. Hold on. Think of it. Contemplate. Then make a statement.